Okay, Mama D, this is me, your son, Sean Devoy, and you kept your name for a reason. It was when I was laying at yours, around the time that you first suffered your issues with your back, and you persevered. You persevered till the very end. Now you see this in my hand? If I can get into view, should be coming somewhere. Over there it goes. This is called rose flower. It's some kind of flower. And this is what I'll be placing in your flower pot, which has got tulips from Amsterdam. They're plastic, but at least we know you went to Amsterdam with your daughter Joanne Redmayne Devoy, and now she has Grace, she has Michael, I have Trevi, and Jason has Adam. Now that rose did not come from a flower shop. I picked it on the way here. So this one is not live, but I will thank the people that are probably watching you anyway, and me, Mr. Musk for a Super Mars bar, Mr. Besoff for saying without the internet he wouldn't have made us money, Double D is an algorithm, DD, Diane Devoy, that's something else. And I'm going to add this to YouTube. I'm probably not going to upload it to Facebook yet. The photo I will. But the basic moral of the story is, Mum, that you knew everything from day one to the day you died. The fact is, God, whoever God is, made the earth. He made the rains, he made the clouds, he made the trees. And yet somehow, human beings, admittedly has advanced technology to the stage now that I return to you during a mobile phone that technically can't exist, I heard somewhere, and that flower is made into perfume, and yet flowers come from the ground with a little bit of rain and something that isn't going extinct to pollinate it. Bear in mind, everything can pollinate everything. It's only bees that make the honey. So you crush down a flower, you put it in a little pot, and you sell it for £50 because it looks fancy, and you put a fancy name on it. Well, thanks to you, Mama D, you're in heaven, looking down upon us, because every time I look at the signs, I either see a robin, or I look at the sun if it's available, and the sun is the spirit of the sky. Because if it was not for the sun and the moon and the clouds and the rain and the grass and the flowers and everything you see here, it's all provided by God, whoever that God may be, for free. I think technology has advanced so much now that there is no WWE unless it's going to be WrestleMania, which is also one big major franchise. And I'm going to copyright your name, I'm going to copyright my name, and I had a premonition, which I may have just remembered. I used to have many premonitions, and it was when you were just on the cusp of going in for your last manic episode, and you had the time of your life, and I proved that by one day showing someone what you wore while you were manic, the king of rock and roll. Now, I know he died just before I was born, but reincarnation is yet to be proven. It does become a Buddhist belief, it does become a Christian belief. There are many religions in this world, but there is only one God. That's you, that's me, that's you, that's me, that's Jason, that's Joanne, and our partner's Trevi, Adam. and Michael and your dodgy little granddaughter Grace. And to get even more into it, we already know the coincidences that have occurred. And of course, we'll never forget the original plaque. We certainly won't forget the original words, which were cleverly found out. Your perfect song from your perfect artist. I'll say goodbye for now, Mum. I know you used to bike all the way to Cambridge and back to look after your mum. But with one last irony, your last entry in your diary when you looked after Mum, which is a real tearjerker in your funeral, your last entry was the 11th of September. I will leave it there, and I'm coming back next year, Mum, on the 27th of February 2023, and you will live on in my dreams. You'll live forever, and yes, the tears of joy or the tears of sadness have been shed many times, but right now we'll have one last look at the sky, the horses, the spiritual horses. I can't see them, I can see a few birds. I see a robin on the way here, and this is actually the last time, and I promise you, Mum, we'll get through this.